Good afternoon, Master Tanaka. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Helena. I am Master El Morya. I am here to bring some words. Every time you are self-doctrinating, I mention that you must be self-observing. Every time you generate words for yourself, these words must be conducted through the understanding of your being. There is no imposition in these words, but there is only the expression of understanding. What you often interpret as the understanding, I put it is not adequate, because you are interpreting that understanding as only a state where you are generating permissions for error, but notice that in God's world, there is no error. In God's world, there is only the expression of your own experience. So, what you come to understand is that the process of experience involves self-experimentation. You are generating desires in your being, moving your energy into them, and through those desires, you are experiencing that energy. So, what you come to understand is that experience is a process where you recognize that your energy is moving, and within that movement, there is an expression of self. That is why I would even go so far as to say that when you begin to orient these experiences in a way that is understood within that respect, then that respect for others, that self-respect becomes your self-experience. That is why it is always said that you are all living interpretations of respect. But you have not yet allowed yourself to live fully with respect, because this respect is not being expanded in your electromagnetic field. This respect is only being conditioned within a rational mind, and when you are conditioning this respect, then this respect will manifest in a conditioned form. But when you open yourself up to understanding that you are energy, you open yourself up to even understanding that everything that you express in the form of words, all those words are also energies, are consciousnesses of being. So within that understanding, you begin to manifest all those consciousnesses in your electromagnetic field. That is why it is said that the electromagnetic field is not a fixed form, but it is a form of self-doctrination that you open to yourself. And the process of self-doctrination is a process I always put off understanding. That is why a self-drill generated through impositions prevents you from experiencing your energy in the form of understanding. That is why it is said that God's world is a world of permission. God's world is a place where you can express yourself in any way you wish. It is a world where you can express yourself in any way you want. Words that give you interpretations, then it is said that these words are experienced within your own interpretation. A state of allowing is a state where you are acknowledging who you are. You are not generating any impositions for your being. You are not even, may I put it, not determining a desire for your being, but you are allowing yourself to express yourself. So, within that permission, within that understanding that you are an electromagnetic field, then everything moves in that direction. You are, shall we say, vibrating in various frequencies. You recognize that all these frequencies are part of your being, but you also acknowledge that you are a conscious being, and through this consciousness, you generate choices. These choices are in alignment with what you are interpreting yourself to be. Then you come to understand that this world of God is a world of possibilities, it is not a world of even limitations, because when you are on an incarnate plane, you are only within a recognition of dense matter, so many of the beings come to recognize themselves as being limited beings, and that is not God's truth. God's truth is that you are all electromagnetic fields that are vibrating. So, within this electromagnetic field, there are various frequencies, and these multiple frequencies are part of all beings. There is no discrimination for frequency, but there is permission. So, all those frequencies that you allow yourself to vibrate begin to manifest. This does not mean that you are a limited being. It just brings to you the understanding that you are a field of infinite possibilities, and within those possibilities, you get to manifest that which you desire. That's why it is said that desire is not to be interpreted as a limitation, but that desire becomes only the recognition of a frequency in your being. So, this recognition is that you are vibrating in the form of desire. Various interpretations that you place upon your being, I remember that yes, it will express itself, because as you are energetic beings, then everything that you determine will gain an expression in your life, but what you must understand is that everything that you do not choose will also express itself in your being. With these words, with these guidelines, I say goodbye. Thank you very much.